Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we re-diving into the life of one of history's most misunderstood and powerful women, Catherine de' Medici. Often called the Black Queen, she was a master of political strategy, a survivor in a brutal world, and the woman who held France together during one of its most chaotic periods. Was she a villainous poisoner or a brilliant diplomat? Let's find out. Born into the famous Medici family of Florence, Catherine was orphaned at a young age and became a pawn in the high-stakes game of European politics. At just 14, she was married off to Henry, the second son of the King of France. When she arrived at the French court, she was an outsider, overshadowed by her husband's powerful and beautiful mistress, Diane de Poitiers. For years, Catherine remained in the shadows, struggling to produce an heir and secure her position. It seemed she was destined to be a forgotten queen. But fate had other plans. In a tragic jousting accident, her husband, now King Henry II, was killed. Suddenly, Catherine was thrust into the heart of power as the queen mother to her young son, King Francis II. This was her moment. France was a tinderbox, torn apart by a fierce conflict between Catholics and Protestant Huguenots. The great noble families were vying for control, and the country was on the brink of civil war. This is where Catherine's true genius shone. She wasn't just a grieving widow, she was a political mastermind. For the next 30 years, she navigated the treacherous currents of the French wars of religion, acting as regent for her 3 sons who would become kings. She played rival factions against each other, brokering peace treaties one moment and plotting in the shadows the next. She was a pragmatist, willing to do whatever it took to preserve the French monarchy and the Valois dynasty. Her methods were often controversial. She was accused of using poison, astrology, and manipulation to achieve her goals. Her name is infamously linked to the St. Bartholomew's Day massacre in 1572, a brutal event where thousands of Huguenots were killed in Paris. Historians still debate her exact role. Was she the architect of the slaughter, or did she lose control of a situation that spiraled into a bloodbath? The truth is likely somewhere in between. She had arranged the marriage of her daughter Margot to the Protestant leader Henry of Navarre to bring peace, but the plan backfired horrifically. Despite this dark chapter, Catherine's legacy is more than just bloodshed. She was a major patron of the arts, bringing the elegance of the Italian Renaissance to France. She commissioned magnificent buildings, lavish festivals, and was a trendsetter in fashion and cuisine. She introduced things like the artichoke, broccoli, and even the fork to French high society. She understood that culture was a form of power, a way to project the magnificence of the French crown. Catherine outlived all but one of her 10 children, watching her sons die and her dreams for a stable dynasty crumble. In her final years, she worked tirelessly to secure the throne for her son-in-law, Henry of Navarre, who would become the great King Henry IV and finally bring peace to France. Catherine de' Medici was a complex figure, a diplomat, a patron, a mother, and a strategist. She ruled in a man's world, using her intelligence and cunning to survive and shape a nation. The Black Queen may have been feared, but her influence on France is undeniable. What do you think? Was Catherine a villain or a survivor? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the past, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more historical deep dives. See you next time.